So this is Bitcoin that pumped to $30,000 on Binance. Now, there was probably a giant sell wall at $30,000, which is why it hit it exactly. This is quite rare that it hits it exactly, except, of course, there's enough sell on that price to absorb the spike, right? So that was obviously FOMO plus, liquidations to take it to that kind of price. And of course, we all now know that that was due to the fake news that was tweeted by, I think it was Cointelegraph, and they passed the buck, and we got a pump. Here is XRP. XRP pumped to 51 cents and a little bit of change on Binance. Probably did a little bit better on some other exchanges with lower liquidity. Again, it was just following Bitcoin, right? Not that a Bitcoin ETF is particularly meaningful to XRP in any way. It just means that, we might get a pump in Bitcoin, which would lead to a pump in XRP and all other altcoins, because, there's algorithmic trading going on where the price of Bitcoin is part of the equation in deciding what people are buying in different exchanges. So what have we learned from this? This shows us that a lot of people are waiting to jump in, right? When it comes to this Bitcoin ETF stuff, right? The spot ETF. The pump that we saw today was pretty much FOMO only. It wasn't that much of a pump. The Bitcoin was a bit more impressive. So it did something like a 5% or something, 6-7% to 30,000, all the way down from effectively from around 26,000, something like that. So that's a big move, right? And that's just the FOMO and the liquidations, I suppose, that pumped it up that high. The price dropped immediately once people realized that it might not be true. But, it's created a positive effect in the market. As you can see, it's starting to rise. So as I was saying, what have we learned from this? First of all, we've learned that people are waiting on the side to jump in when this ETF does happen for real. We're going to see this massive FOMO. And also, people have seen this happen now. So people now are even more confident that this is going to happen, which then becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. The second thing is that this pump is without the people who are actually going to bring the money into the system, which are the institutions that are going to start investing people's money. Billionaires and trillionaires around the world, when I say trillionaires, I mean countries and nations, are going to pump a lot of their value into Bitcoin ETFs because they see an ETF as a more familiar product than spot Bitcoin itself. A lot of people are fearful of, key management, custody, and stuff like that. And an ETF is a way for them to get exposure to Bitcoin. A spot Bitcoin ETF for them is a way to get exposure to Bitcoin in a way without all the other stuff that goes with it. The custodying, the keys, the scams and hacks and stuff like that. Also, an ETF will come with insurance, whereas holding Bitcoin comes with no insurance at all. The general sentiment in the market, if you look at the way the chart is rising, is that people know that that was fake news, but realize that there's no smoke without fire. And we've seen the smoke and the fire is on the way. We've also learned that XRP would behave accordingly and also pump. So holding XRP is just as good, if not better, than holding Bitcoin in the long run anyway. In the short run, Bitcoin will outperform everybody else because there'll be Bitcoin ETFs. And then the value, of course, will be expected to flow across to other altcoins. No financial advice, do your own research. I'll see you in the next video.